Millionaire mocked a homeless black woman who wanted to fly, not knowing she was an aviation legend. A polished man in a tailored suit laughed loud at the airport lounge. His champagne glass sparkled as he pointed toward a weary black woman clutching a worn duffel bag. Security watched her closely. She stood calm, eyes fixed on the runway, planes roaring past. She remembered the smell of engine oil and leather gloves, her hands once gripping flight controls with certainty. Once, she soared above cities. Now, invisible to everyone here, she carried the quiet ache of being dismissed. She stepped to the counter, asking softly about standby. The clerk barely lifted her eyes. Behind her, whispers grew. "She can't afford this." The suited man smirked, muttering just loud enough, "Dreams don't buy tickets." She didn't answer. She simply set down her last folded bills. Moments later, an announcement cut through the chatter. A flight was delayed. Crew needed an experienced pilot to consult on a rare technical issue. The crowd chuckled at the chaos, until the woman reached into her bag, pulled out a weathered pilot's logbook, and walked forward. The smirking man froze as she flipped open pages filled with signatures, stamps, and logged flight hours that dwarfed most professionals today. "Ma'am, you flew this exact model?" an engineer asked. She nodded once, calm, certain. The room shifted. Suddenly, she wasn't a nuisance. She was the answer. The earlier laughter quieted. The clerk leaned forward, whispering, "Is that really her?" Pilots in uniform nodded in respect as they listened to her precise, calm advice. The same voices that mocked her minutes ago now carried awe. Stunned that the woman they overlooked was the only steady one here, then came the whisper through the crowd, her name. A legend who decades earlier broke barriers in aviation when few believed women, or black pilots, belonged in the sky. "That's Captain Lillian Hayes," a mechanic gasped. "She trained half the people flying today." Silence rippled across the lounge. The suited man's smirk dissolved, his glass trembled in his hand. He tried to look away, but his face burned with shame. No words came, just lowered eyes, hunched shoulders, his laughter now a wound echoing back at him. She slipped her logbook back into her bag, then lifted her boarding pass with steady hands. As she walked down the jet bridge, the hum of the engines grew louder. A reminder. She belonged to the sky long before anyone tried to tell her otherwise. Ever been underestimated? Sometimes quiet brilliance can win the day. What would you do if your moment came? Follow for more stories of hidden victories.